what finally arrived in the mail. Now, I've always cringed about how they pack this. I mean, this is not, you know, the corners are often battered. When they arrive, the corners are battered. So let me open this and then get back to you. Okay, so the sun is actually in my eye, so I can't see my viewfinder very well. This is the Brambilla by Il Meneghello, and it's interesting, this stud here. In the older handcrafted box, the stud used to help because the Maestro, Osvaldo Menegazzi, tend to layer various cartons. They become quite thick, and you can see that it's bursting along the edges, and the glues won't hold them together. And so what he used to do is put pins like this, studs like this, to hold them together. Looking at this though, unless I'm not quite sure, the stud's smaller, and I am wondering if that's just decorative, because studs with heads this size usually quite short, the spike's quite short. But I could be wrong. I mean, I'm not, not exactly an expert in studs, but what do you call this? Paillette? I don't know, there's a term for this. Studs might not be the right word, but usually the longer the spikes, the bigger the head, just to give the whole thing a stable structure. So, okay, so the tops came off like so, and the rest are still in there. So 2018, and he is getting older, so this plain here, and it's just right at the front. In his older boxes usually there's here as well as here as well as there, usually along the side as well. This box is about 70 or euro. It's over $100 just the box, New Zealand dollars, and I highly appreciate it. And but I do wonder, I do question my sanity sometimes. And and yes, I am looking at the box, because the box itself is about this great craftsmanship. And so usually in the past, the top's quite tight, quite snug. This is a bit more loose, and so that's what I have found in a lot of his newer boxes, is that they're not as precise around here. And I know they're handcrafted. I'm comparing his other handcrafted boxes in earlier years, and so that's usually quite snug. So let me give you an example. This is from 2017. So it's not quite as precisely paired around here. It's still pretty. This one here is from 2015, so you could see how around here it's more precise, around here more aligned, and look at this, there it is, very snug. Push this here, and if I do this, it won't drop. I noticed the changes around 2017 production. which is this one here. So as late as 2016, I believe the preciseness, the snugness of, like here, if I lift that, it'll come off. So it's loose and it's not as precise around here. So I noticed the changes with the 2017 production, which is this one here. So as late as 2016 production, it's still snug. And whether it is a coincidence or not, that coincided with their rebranding as well as their moving location from the old shop, where I believe his workshop is located, to the new shop. And in the new shop, I believe there are different arrangements for his workshop, where I think his access to his workshop isn't as free-flowing. I could be wrong, but there are changes there anyway. Which I am thinking might affect the creative flow, or potentially it's just part of the aging process. I really don't know. I am speculating, so if anyone's watching this wondering, just know that I'm speculating, and I do that. And the cardstock is amazing. It is smooth, it is matte, it's not as grainy, it is not as thick as the Carrie Yale. I'm going to do box comparison and review El Meneghello's or the Maestro's handmade boxes in a separate video, but for now I just want to relish in this. Look at the surface of the card, it's unbelievable. It's smooth and it's matte, and it worked really well with this. But it's thinner as well, it feels thinner. But I have never felt this cardstock from them. I think this is new, and it's amazing. And this is not a complete deck, so there's a lot of missing. I think there's only like a handful of the majors missing, chords and everything. So this is not a reading deck unless you read only pictures and use only your imagination, the Enrique's way. And if you read that way, then technically you should be able to read everything. It doesn't really matter that, I mean, in my opinion, I don't know, I'll talk about that in a separate video. But so there's only the Emperor and that's it. That's the majors there, and then everything is 1, 2. This is 3, 4. The sword's interesting. It's sort of bent on the instead of, that was a bit weird. I wonder if that's just artistic license. So we have, and then coins. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Page. This is the Knight of Coins, slow and steady. It's at the cover there. Slow and steady wins the race. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then Knight, Queen, King. So no page. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at the silver. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Page and Knight. Beautiful, and that's the back. Okay guys, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.